Alright, I'm gonna need you to lock in, buckle in, do whatever you need to do to understand the point of this video. Tinfoil hats are welcome, because when you get to the end of this conspiracy, you will 100% believe Bucky's corruption on the dev team. This is going to be the craziest video you have ever seen on Marvel Rivals, but I'm gonna need you to lock in, peep game, and stay noticing. Now, when I said Bucky's corruption on the dev team, you were probably wondering what I meant. Well, for the last few hours, I've been doing a deep dive research into NetEase, its parent companies, its subsidiaries, the development, every single thing I possibly could to truly expose the fact that Bucky is working behind the scenes. And by the end of this video, it will be 100% proven fact that Bucky is avoiding nerfs via insider manipulation. Now, at this point, you're still skeptical. You're wondering, Star BMS, how the hell did you come up with such a crazy theory? Well, let me tell you. So there I was, chilling, researching about Bucky, trying to find more things to hate on, because as a professional hater, you always have to find more things to hate on, right? But while researching, I was also procrastinating my Chinese homework, and that is when the two things clicked. I realized that something seemed too familiar, and when I expose it, Bucky will just, he's finished, bro. He's finished. That's the only thing I can say. Now, the evidence in this video is going to be presented from the least damning to the most damning, because again, just drop the ball first trip, right? But before that, if you fuck with these conspiracy theories and you want to hear more about your favorite Marvel Rivals characters and the secrets behind them, sub up. We're hitting 10K by the end of February. The support this month has been insane, somehow more than January. Lock in. Let's get to the video. Now, while doing the introductory research, the first thing I found suspicious was the favoritism. So, if you do not know, Bucky and the Captain America were the only two characters to get a cinematic trailer. Now, what do I mean by this? Every other character gets like a quick intro of usually like their click button or some shit, and then they get just straight gameplay, and then like a bit of lines and ultimate and blah blah blah. They use the same format, except for two characters, and it is the Winter Soldier release, because technically Captain America was already confirmed by this point, I'm pretty sure. So Winter Soldier's release gets the special trailer, but not only does it get the special trailer, but it's released on GameCon 2024. Now you might be asking, okay, it's probably because it was being released on GameCon, but why are they putting a character such as Winter Soldier on a GameCon release and giving him a Marvel cinematic trailer? But that's not all, because where was this Marvel Rivals trailer posted? Well, most of them are just posted on their YouTube channel, right? But not only was this one posted on IGN, but it was also posted on the official Marvel Entertainment account. And only two other trailers, from my knowledge, from my research, have been posted, which is the first official game announcement and the game launch. Those are the only other two trailers that have been posted on the official Marvel Rivals Entertainment, and apparently Bucky's cinematic trailer was on the same level as those two? Yeah, suspicious, am I right? Yeah, Now, because this video is extremely serious, I will be listing my sources, and my sources for this section include YouTube, the Marvel Rivals YouTube channel, the Marvel Entertainment channel, and the IGN channel. Now, you're probably wondering, how is this section any different from the last section? Well, if I'm going to be honest, it low-key could have been combined. After looking at the evidence, you know, this really could have been in the favoritism section, but you know, it's still good evidence. It's still the same evidence. It's just in another section. You know, more sections, same good evidence. You know, not the point. Anyways, while researching and looking across every single ounce of the internet for Bucky's hidden secrets, I realized that the devs really love Bucky, and they love him more than the average character, and they also love him more than than the previous section has portrayed. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, while scouring through their Instagram, their Facebook, the devs' Twitters, every single thing I could find, I realized that they almost always portray him as Bucky, and this is going to be tied in to the next section as well. But notice how they love to call him Bucky and not Winter Soldier, almost as if they're downplaying his evil deeds, which also will be talked about later in this video. So stay fucking tuned, stay noticing, right? But not only is this the case, but also the devs are making references to him and official announcements, like official announcements that are supposed to be taken seriously, and we're making references to the Winter Soldier. Yes, he will now be known as the Winter Soldier because this guy will not be allowed to escape with his deeds. But really think about it. In this dev diary, where they are taking back their decision to like drop ranks during the mid-season patch, something that was extremely important for a lot of players, extremely important for the employed player base. Keep that in mind, the employed player base. When they made this announcement, they put "again" at the end of their title. Now, what purpose does this serve, you might ask? Well, it is there to subconsciously remind you of Bucky's existence and tell you that this character isn't as bad as possible, because they're relating them something that most of the employed player base is considering good, and the employed player base is also the most likely player base to spend money. Now, this might just be cap because, you know, unemployed people love to spend money, but that's not the point. The point is that they're subconsciously trying to tell you that Bucky's a good person when he truly isn't. But stay noticing. Now, like I said, extremely serious video. So my sources for this section are the Marvel Rivals channel, or no, the Marvel Rivals site, the Marvel Rivals Facebook, the Marvel Rivals Discord, the Marvel Rivals Twitter, and, you know, all of the above. Now, remember when I said that people love to call him Bucky? Well, this is completely intentional, right? So, first off, this girl, I'll try to find the exact video in post, but she made a video commenting how, why do so many characters, and not only so many characters, but so many people call him Bucky and not the Winter Soldier, while other characters don't really call them by their names. I mean, people call Punisher Frank, people call Spider-Man Peter Parker, but most of the time they use their superhero moves. They call him Cap. They don't call him, I don't know his real name, like Steve Rogers or whatever, right? So thinking about this, why is it so many characters call him Bucky? And the crazy thing is, not only do so many characters call him Bucky, but it's not characters you would expect. You know, Cap calling him Bucky, I guess, makes sense. But why is Magic calling him Bucky? Why is Moon Knight calling him Bucky? Why are these characters, which, you know, might have had interactions, but no strong connections, calling him Bucky? Because think about it. Iron Man calls Spider-Man Parker because they have a relationship. Frank gets called Frank by, like, I think actually Bucky, because they have a relationship, I'm pretty sure. But everybody calls Bucky Bucky. And this is the same reason that I gave before, is that they're subconsciously trying to, like, move you away from the Winter Soldier, because the Winter Soldier has a bad connotation. If you do not know, Bucky was a soldier, a regular soldier, a quote-unquote good soldier, right? And when he got brainwashed by Hydra to becoming an assassin, that is when he got the alias Winter Soldier. So by using Bucky more frequently than Winter Soldier, they are secretly tricking your mind to think of him as not a malicious threat. Because really think about it. When was the last time you ever heard someone say, let's ban Winter Soldier? Yo, Winter Soldier on right. Yo, Winter Soldier low. Nobody says that, bro. They say Bucky. Think about it. Now, my sources for this section are going to be that one YouTube video. I'll link it in the description, and I'll put it up on screen right now. And yeah, that's basically my only source. Every other source is trust me, bro. But trust me, bro. Now, for the most damning evidence, this one took the most researching, and it ties in to me procrastinating my Chinese homework, right? So, as I was procrastinating, I had this idea. I started doing some research. I looked at NetEase. I looked at its parent company, and I looked at its subsidiaries, right? So, starting at NetEase, I couldn't find anything. All it was talking about was, careers and blah, 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 and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, right? But what I did find is that their sub-company was listed on their Facebook. And this company happens to be called, hold on, give me 1 second, because I low-key didn't have it up and I don't want to record this. It is called Guangzhou Boguan Xinji Keji Yoxin Gongsi. And that translates to the Guangzhou Boguan Information Technology Co. Ltd. Right? Now, what does this have to do? Well, as I am learning Chinese, I realized that I recognized Zhou before, right? Zhou, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I was like, wait a second, doesn't that mean like state or old or something of the sort, right? And as I was looking at this, at first, I just let it go. I looked elsewhere. I looked at the employees. I looked at every single person mentioned on their Instagram, on their Facebook, on random websites listing that company. And although I looked up their names on Rivals Tracker trying to see if they played Bucky, unfortunately, it was, only slight playtime, nothing crazy, right? And I don't want to give you guys just lackluster evidence. But then I was like, wait a second. Zhou. I went back to my original thought. Zhou. Where have I... If it means old, I wonder what Guang means, right? So, I used Yellowbridge, which is a trusted source for Chinese. My Chinese teacher approved, right? And it means spread. Spread the old state? Interesting. Now, what was Winter Soldier trying to do again? He was trained, he was brainwashed to be an assassin, right? And most likely, assassins are used for a political reason. No one just goes out and hires an assassin because they hate somebody. That's S tier hating. That's above cringic levels of hating, right? Usually, it is used for political reasons, right? So I have reason to believe that NetEase, or more likely their subsidiary Guangzhou Boguan, is secretly using the Winter Soldier type tactics to train and assassinate people, trying to spread misinformation or just regular information about China because they're trying to spread the old shit. They are trying to go back to dynasty levels of timings, and they're using Winter Soldier to accomplish this. They're using Winter Soldier tactics. Now, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because they're trying to erase the Bucky name or the Winter Soldier name. They're trying to call him Bucky. They're covering him by making sure that he doesn't stay a bad character, because if they gave him nerfs, it would hurt their cause. They would say, oh, well, the Winter Soldier's not even good in game, so why would I Winter Soldier in real life? Think about it. See, now when you really put it out like this, it's all making sense now, right? And not only do they have favoritism, not only are they not nerfing him, not only are they trying to push the Bucky agenda, but okay, no, cut the fucking music, because this is crazy, bro. They are trying to silence me. So, as I was about to pull up the last piece of evidence, right, it got removed. Because look, the last piece of evidence was the what's it called? The least recent broadcast, however you say that. I'm too, locked in right now to be thinking about words, right? So basically, on Twitch, you only can have a certain amount of, full broadcasts that are showable in recent broadcasts, right? And in the what's it called? In the oldest one, there was a clip of Bucky, being shown on the progress bar, but he was nowhere to be seen in the video, right? And I'm gonna show that now. Basically, at 7 hours and 32 minutes, Bucky appeared when you hovered over the progress bar, and this is the only screenshot I got of it, right? And basically, I went through and I watched that whole 5-minute section of where he appeared on the progress bar, and Bucky was nowhere to be on screen. So what I was going to say is that they're sneaking in Bucky even when Bucky's not on screen. They're just putting him in the progress bar, right? And here's the thing. This screenshot, I know it doesn't, I was going to convince you guys that this was Bucky's character, even though it's very low quality, because it was the only screenshot it has. But because their stream just ended, you can no longer go see the oldest broadcast. So they are actively trying to silence me finding the truth. This is crazy. I cannot believe this, bro. If you don't believe it at this point, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Bucky is confirmed evil as hell. He gotta be nerfed. Spread this around. 10K by the end of February. When we hit 10K, I'm opening a second channel to have random shit content that's not Marvel Rivals related. Peace. I appreciate for y'all for watching this far in the video.